Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to be talking about 4 tips that I think will help you guys close more deals. These 4 tips are actually things that I have tested within the last month and really seen a difference in the amount of sales that I'm getting. So with that said, let's get into the video. So before we actually get into it, one thing I always like to remind you guys is if you're not in the phone flipping Facebook group, I have the link down below. We're a couple days into it. I'm started Monday and I have tips in there. All you got to do is click the link. It's free to join. Just as a 3-question questionnaire, kind of how you found the actual Facebook group. Most of you will be YouTube. Also making sure you're subscribed. And then 3, just kind of any questions you may have so I can take those and use them for video ideas to answer your personal questions. So actually getting into the video and the 4 tips that I'm going to be giving you guys. The first one is you want to have more appealing ads. And with that said, I kind of go over it in a bunch of my videos. But what's different that I'm going to say today is like you want to make the ads appealing. And it's kind of hard. I know we're just putting ads up for phone flipping. Just trying to buy some iPhones, but there are pictures that I use, and if you guys want them or don't have them yet, I have kind of colorful phone pictures. I've noticed it really makes a difference if there's like glow up behind the phone. I just kind of use Adobe Photoshop for some of the photos I use to add some like different lighting and stuff. Just having them more appealing than just an iPhone in the middle with some cash, because honestly that's kind of boring and it doesn't give any incentive for anybody to click on it. I mean, if I was looking at it, I wouldn't really get excited or motivated to click on that, and therefore the person on the other side, which is us, isn't going to get that message to possibly buy that phone. But essentially you just want people to come to you because that creates that one leverage that I always talk about. You want people coming to you to negotiate. And if you really think about it, people that take the time to go out and list their phones, they're probably not going to budge much because they know the value of their phone. People that don't really list them but are looking for people to buy them, they obviously don't really know too much about what the value of the phone is because they're coming to you to ask for a quote. And therefore, we're able to create that leverage in just creating a price point that we can make a profit on and then them just getting the cash. So the second point is actually offering cash same day of the actual, like when you're messaging them. And to go with that, also being available to meet ASAP. One thing I've noticed is just in those couple videos ago, I said my closing line that I always use. If you don't know it, go check out the video. But having cash kind of the same day and offering that to them is kind of an incentive for them to actually sell you the phone. And I mean, sometimes people are pressed for cash, and if there's cash available, if they have the potential to have a couple $100 in their hands in the next 15 minutes, it's kind of hard to turn down the offer, honestly, even though they know it's lowballing. And a lot of people will recognize that you're giving lowball offers, but one, they might be looking for cash and they really need it for a car payment, mortgage, whatever, paying off their rent. But the most important part of that is actually they have less time to take other offers. If you have the ability to meet ASAP and have that cash on you, there's not much wiggle room for them to go out and search for other people or have other people message them. One thing I noticed is that a lot of the deals I don't close are because they message me at like 8 p.m. at night and I have to meet the next day because I don't like to meet past 9 p.m. So having that same day kind of turnaround time for giving them cash and you buying the phone is very essential because you have less chance for more people to message them or them to go out looking for a higher price. And obviously you're probably going to get that deal if they need the cash and you can meet ASAP. It's kind of like a win-win situation. But one thing that I always do is since I can only take about $400 cash out of my bank account a single day, I always take about 3 days advance of actually the amount of cash I need. So I always have about $1,200 of cash on me just because I don't know how many phones I can buy the next day. And I always want to have enough cash on me to avoid not closing the deal. So it's just kind of a thing that I like to do. I don't know how much you guys can take out of your account, but for me it's $400. I'd like to keep about 3 times that. Whatever yours might be, I recommend taking about 3 times that out, having always that amount of cash on you. Just kind of so if 5 phones pop up one day and all of them for some reason you're able to buy, you're actually able to buy them and therefore you'll make a couple $100 off of that. But the third point is meeting halfway. And I know some other phone flippers don't promote this and they only promote the idea of them coming to you, meeting them at whatever like your location is. But honestly, it's just kind of a convenience thing. And I don't think you guys should be hard pressed not to do this because it shows that you care about their business. It shows you care about them in the sense that you're willing to meet halfway to beat to meet and buy that phone. So it just shows them a little respect in that you're not just kind of like playing them, and especially since we're lowballing people pretty heavily to get the profits that we want, the least we can do is go meet halfway. I mean, my town's pretty small, so some of you, you might just have to meet in your local area. I wouldn't recommend driving any more than like 10-15 minutes. For me, that's kind of the farthest stretch that I'll go, is 10-15 minutes in my town. That's literally halfway at any point in the actual city. So I got pretty lucky with that. And with that said, halfway doesn't even have to be that far. A lot of the times I meet at a certain location by where I live, which is, I just make it seem like I'm halfway. I say I'm at this location, so it looks like the place that I actually give, which is actually a McDonald's that I meet at a lot by where I live. It looks halfway, but honestly it's just 2 minutes down the road. So you just kind of have to play your cards right in that sense. Make them think, if you don't want to go too far, that the place that you're trying to meet is halfway between them two. A lot of the times people will understand, and 99% of the time people will help me close the deal simply because they recognize that. I mean, some people are dumb enough not to recognize that you care, but it does matter, and I have seen a lot more deals close rather than having them come to like my apartment or something. One, that's dangerous, and two, it just shows like you're just trying to rip them off and take their money. So the last point, and I think is probably the most important, is you want to confirm 10 to 15 minutes before actually meeting the buyer that they know the exact location, the time, and that they want to meet inside. And that's where I've seen the biggest difference in kind of my phone flipping business, is actually confirming that they are able to meet. And I know a lot of the people that I end up messaging say, yeah, I can meet. I say 15 minutes, yeah. And then they're like, oh, wait. And they haven't even left yet when I'm already at the place, because I make that mistake of not actually confirming that they know the time. And a lot of people will agree to a time and they'll show up 30 minutes late. It's just a waste of our time. And honestly, if they want to meet 30 minutes later, that's fine, as long as I'm not busy and they let me know that they're able to meet that at that time. So I'll send 2 or 3 messages if it's like a couple hours away, just because that's the earliest time we both could meet. I'll message them like every 30 minutes to an hour, just to confirm that they know exactly everything. It might get a bit tedious, and from their perspective it might get a bit annoying, but from our perspective, we don't want to waste anybody's time. They have to recognize that we're not trying to waste their time either, to make them meet at a time that we both don't agree on. So just always confirm the exact location, the time, and don't forget to make sure that they know to meet inside. That's something I always kind of elaborate on in my messages. I'll say like, meet inside, does that sound good, question mark. And then I'll say like later, I'll be like, are you sure you're able to meet inside, just so they know that I'm not trying to get scammed or anything like that, and they're not going to try to pull some dumb stuff on me. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to join the family. Again, if you're not in that phone flipping Facebook group, I have the link down below, as well as the Instagram. Just basically 1 minute as well as the Instagram. It's just called iPhone Flippers on Instagram. Go give it a follow. I'm going to be starting posting more on there. It's kind of tough with all these different platforms to post every single day, but I'm definitely working on it. I'm on the grind. So if you guys have any video ideas or questions about this, also leave a comment down below. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.